Your eyes begin to open as you awake from your nap, pulling into the parking lot, usually 2 to 3 hours from home. As you get closer to the Coliseum, you become smaller because you're only 7 years old. When you walk into the Coliseum, there's a roach smell of hairspray and sweat. When you walk into the opening of the Coliseum, you see strobe lights, glitter, big hair bows, and the big blue sea of trestle and foam we cheerleaders like to call the map. You have just entered into a competitive cheerleading competition. Once you have entered, you now need to find your teammates. This will be a difficult task for a few reasons. For one, it is dark inside the Coliseum aside from the strobe lights. For two, there's close to 100 different teams in that one building, so excuse me will be a frequently used phrase. Once you have found your teammates, you will sit in the stands, and this is a time for mental preparation. As you're waiting for your turn to compete, most cheerleaders run through their routines in their mind, going over stunts and cheers. Once your team is called on deck, you will go behind a big curtain and you will practice your routine. Doing this will cause adrenaline, but adrenaline is good because you will get pumped. Once you're pumped, you also become nervous because you're about to compete. Being nervous is good though, because it gives you a sense of being humble. Being humble is good because there is a fine line between being humble and nervous about things and being cocky and thinking you already have the competition won. As you're standing behind the curtain, waiting to compete, you look around you at your teammates. As you look, you realize all of the things that you have accomplished as a team, and you are overwhelmed with a sense of pride. When you're called onto the mat, you stand there and get in your first position. As tightly as you can, you're standing, waiting until your music comes on. This is the time when adrenaline will be pumping through your body like it never has before. You have 2 minutes and 30 seconds to complete a routine that you've been working on for months. Once your music comes on, then you do your routine. When your routine is done, you walk off the mat. As you walk off the mat, you are filled with an overwhelming sense of satisfaction because you have just hit everything in your routine. Once you are done competing, you must now go wait back in your seats until all of the other teams have finished competing. Once they have all finished competing, you will all be called onto the mat where everyone who competed that day will be awarded. As they go through the awards, it builds your adrenaline because you are so nervous to find out if your preparation for that competition has paid off. Once they've gotten to your division, you begin to hold hands with your teammates, pray that all of your preparation has worked off, cross fingers and duck heads, waiting for the announcement. And then they call your team for first place. You're overwhelmed with a sense of being grateful. You're rewarded beyond belief, and you are paid off beyond compare. Today I hope you have learned what it is like to experience a competitive cheer competition. I hope you have learned that cheerleaders are not just girls that run around in skirts. They are girls who have athletic ability and not only need physical strength but mental strength as well. And that cheerleaders deserve the respect for their athletic ability.